Brothers, if once again, if you can stand up and fill up the gap in between. I would request everyone to get up. And please fill in the gaps. Fill in the front gaps. Front lines, fill up the gaps. I can see a lot of gaps in between. Jazakallah khairan. Two people can come here. One more brother here. There are a lot of people coming.
Please move forward and fill in the gaps. Please move forward and fill in the gaps.
You can sit down now.
Please move forward and fill in the gaps. If you want social distance, go downstairs.
Jazakumullah khairan, brother. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. La ilaha illallah.
Everyone can stand up, inshallah. Please fill up the extra spaces. Do not hold back. We need every space filled up, inshallah. Everyone, please take a step forward in front of the line, inshallah. In front of the line. Take a step forward. Brothers, take a step forward, inshallah. On the line. Yes. Yes, inshallah. The method of praying this salah, inshallah, everyone should remember. In the first rakat, after we do Allahu Akbar, we will recite Subhanak Allahumma, the thana. After the thana, the imam will recite 3 takbeers. He will say Allahu Akbar, and you will drop the hands to the sides, all three, the first 2 times. On the 3rd takbeer, we will wrap our hands as normal, and we will continue with the salah as normal. Into the 2nd rak'ah, before we go into ruku', there will be another 3 extra takbirat, and the hands will be dropped for each. And on the 4th takbir, we will go into ruku'. Inshallah, simple inshallah. Are we ready inshallah? Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى الذي يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. هل أتاك حديث الغاشية وجوه يومئذ خاشعة عاملة ناصبة تصلى نارا حامية تسقى من عين آنية ليس لهم طعام إلا من ضريع لا يسمن ولا يغني من جوع وجوه يومئذ ناعمة لسعيها راضية في جنة عالية لا تسمع فيها لاغية فيها عين جارية فيها سرر مرفوعة وأكواب موضوعة ونمارق مصفوفة وزرابي مبثوثة أفلا ينظرون إلى الإبل كيف خلقت وإلى السماء كيف رفعت وإلى الجبال كيف نصبت وإلى الأرض كيف سطحت فذكر إنما أنت مذكر لست عليهم بمسيطر إلا من تولى وكفر فيعذبه الله العذاب الأكبر إن إلينا إيابهم ثم إن علينا حسابهم. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الله أكبر 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 ولله الحمد. الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا. لا إله إلا الله وحده صدق وعده ونصر عبده وأعز جنده وهزم الأحزاب وحده. لا إله إلا الله وحده ولا نعبد إلا إياه مخلصين له الدين ولو كره الكافرون. أما بعد، اعلموا أيها المسلمون أن يومكم هذا يوم عيد، وقد قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: إن لكل قوم عيد وهذا عيدنا. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. ويومكم هذا يوم نحر، وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: ما عمل ابن آدم من عمل يوم النحر أحب إلى الله من إهراق الدم، وإنه ليؤتى يوم القيامة بقرونها وأشعارها وأظلافها، وإن الدم لا يقع من الله بمكان قبل أن يقع بالأرض فطيبوا بها نفسا. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. وقال أصحاب رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: يا رسول الله ما هذه الأضاحي؟ قال: سنة أبيكم إبراهيم عليه السلام. قالوا: فما لنا فيها يا رسول الله؟ قال: بكل شعرة حسنة. قالوا: فالصوف يا رسول الله؟ قال: بكل شعرة من الصوف حسنة. اللهم وقفنا لما تحب وترضى من القول والعمل والنية والهدى، إنك على كل شيء قدير. اللهم اجعلنا من عبادك الصالحين، من عبادك المتقين، من عبادك المفلحين، من عبادك المستغفرين. On this beautiful occasion of Eid, we are often reminded that this Eid is the celebration of the sacrifices, the obedience, and the unparalleled legacy of Ibrahim alayhi salam. A brief history of this Eid al-Adha. Just how after Ramadan we are gifted with an Eid to celebrate our extensive efforts of Ramadan, this Eid is also a gift from Allah Ta'ala to us for exerting ourselves during these first 9 days of the Hijjah, the Ayyam al-Hajj, the 10 days. However, we may be celebrating Eid al-Adha for many years on end. Many of us not even truly knowing the history of this Eid. In order for us to truly value this extremely holy day, it is imperative for us to briefly understand its background and origin. The basis of this blessed day dates back to the days of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Speaking of the sacrifices of Ibrahim alayhi salam, Allah Ta'ala says, وَقَالَ إِنِّي ذَاهِبٌ إِلَىٰ رَبِّي سَيَهْدِينِ رَبِّ هَبْ لِي مِنَ الصَّالِحِينَ. Ibrahim said, indeed I am going to my Lord, ذَاهِبٌ إِلَىٰ رَبِّي سَيَهْدِينِ, He'll guide me. He was an outcast from his entire nation. He was considered the outcast. He was looking for his Lord. He didn't know who Allah was. He went away from them. ذَاهِبٌ إِلَىٰ رَبِّي سَيَهْدِينِ, my Lord will guide me. رَبِّ هَبْ لِي مِنَ الصَّالِحِينَ, he made dua to Allah to grant him a pious offspring, a child. فَبَشَّرْنَاهُ بِغُلَامٍ حَلِيمٍ, we then gave him the glad tidings. Allah is speaking. We gave him the glad tidings of a child, a forbearing child, a son. فَلَمَّا بَلَغَ مَعَهُ السَّعْيَ قَالَ يَا بُنَيَّ إِنِّي أَرَى فِي الْمَنَامِ. When this child became of the age where he accompanies his father, as we know, children when they're born, they're with the mother more, they're more inclined to the mother. And there comes an age where the child is more attracted to his father, he's more inclined, he loves him more. And when the child reached this age, Allah Ta'ala sent a revelation to Ibrahim alayhi salam saying, Ibrahim tells his son, Inni ara fil manam, I saw in my dream, in my revelation. We know the dreams of prophets are true, they're revelation. Inni ara fil manam anni azbahuka fanzur madha tara. I saw myself slaughtering you. You were under the knife. What do you think? Fanzur madha tara. What do you think of this? Tell me. Ibrahim alayhi salam says, قال يا أبت افعل ما تؤمر ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصابرين. His son says, "Oh my father, do whatever you've been commanded. You'll find me, inshaAllah, satajiduni, you'll find me from the patient ones." The sacrifices of both parties, not just the father, the son as well. The son knowing he'll be put under the knife. He says, whatever Allah has commanded, I'm ready for it.
فلما أسلما وتله للجبين وناديناه أن يا إبراهيم قد صدقت الرؤيا إنا كذلك نجزي المحسنين. And when they both submitted themselves, أسلما وتله للجبين, and he put his forehead down, he turned his eyes away. وَنَادَيْنَاهُ, we called out, we made a call to Ibrahim alayhi salam, أَنْ يَا إِبْرَاهِيم, O Ibrahim, you have fulfilled the commandment, you have fulfilled the dream you saw, you have fulfilled my will and command. قَدْ صَدَّقَتَ الرُّؤْيَا إِنَّا كَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ. And we certainly recompense those who do good. إِنَّ هَذَا لَهُوَ الْبَلَاءُ الْمُبِينَ. This was a clear test for Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam. وَفَدَيْنَاهُ بِذِبْحٍ عَظِيمٍ. And the story ends there. Keeping these accounts, the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam in mind, keep it in mind. We know that jihad, fighting in the path of Allah, is a very important part of deen. It is the most rewarding and submitting action any Muslim could commit. Any Muslim could submit themselves in, right? Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, مَا مِنْ أَيَّامٍ الْعَمَلُ فِيهِنَّ أَفْضَلُ مِنْ أَيَّامِ الْعَشْرِ قِيلَ وَلَا الْجِهَادُ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ قَالَ وَلَا الْجِهَادُ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam stated, no good deeds can be done at a better time than these first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. Nothing, not even jihad in the path of Allah. We know the merit and the significance of jihad in the path of Allah. Keeping that in mind as well, we know the immense grandeur of these 10 days. We know it how? Allah Himself takes an oath by these 10 days. He says, وَالْفَجْرِ, I take an oath, I swear by the daybreak, the dawn, the fajr. وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ, and by the 10 nights. And these 10 nights refer to the 10 nights of Dhul Hijjah, not the last 10 nights of Ramadan. That's how much significance is in these nights. Wasting these nights is worse than wasting the nights of Ramadan. And we have no significance for it, but khair inshaAllah. وَلَيَالٍ عَشْرٍ, Allah is taking an oath. This shows the significance of these 10 nights. Keeping that in mind, next thing, Aisha radiallahu anha reports that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, مَا عَمِلَ ابْنُ آدَمَ, there is no action the son of Adam can perform. يَوْمَ النَّحْرِ, on this day, on the day of slaughtering, the 10th, today. أَحَبُّ إِلَى اللَّهِ, which is more beloved to Allah, مِنْ إِحْرَاقِ الدَّمِ, than sacrificing the animals. This is the greatest of actions in the greatest of days, in the greatest of months. Do we understand this? Can we conceptualize this? We can't. We can't. مِنْ إِحْرَاقِ الدَّمِ وَإِنَّهُ لَيُؤْتَى يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ, and that animal, the sacrificed animal will be brought forth on the day of judgment. With its بِقُرُونِهَا وَأَشْعَارِهَا وَأَظْلَافِهَا, with its nails, with its hooves, with his hair, with whatever was on the animal, everything. For what? وَإِنَّ الدَّمَ لَيَقَعُ مِنَ اللَّهِ بِمَكَانٍ قَبْلَ أَنْ يَقَعَ بِالْأَرْضِ فَطْلِبُوا بِهَا نَفْسًا, so that it can be weighed in the scale of hasanat, in the scale of good, the mizan. For who? For us. فَطْلِبُوا بِهَا نَفْسًا. Messenger of sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, فَطْلِبُوا بِهَا نَفْسًا. So do it with an open, content heart. Don't be stingy. Be happy. This is all for you. So we've broken that down, and now continuing. What are some preferable actions for this day? As we know, during the days of Dhul Hijjah, one should try to act upon as many sunnahs as we can. We should try and emulate Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam as much as we can. Ali radiallahu anh narrates that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam would command them, فِي الْعِيدَيْنِ أَن نَلْبِسَ أَجْوَدَ مَا نَجِدْ, that we wear the best of clothes on the 2 Eids. وَأَن نَتَطَيَّبَ بِأَجْوَدِ مَا نَجِدْ, that we apply the best fragrances we can find for ourselves. And what else? وَأَن نُضَحِّيَ بِأَجْوَدِ مَا نَجِدْ, and that we slaughter with the best animal that we can find, not the weak, feeble ones. Also, from the sunnahs we should try and emulate is when Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam on the day of Eid, he would be khalifut tariq. He would go to the masjid in one way and he would return back using a different route. So we should also try to emulate these. Why? These are free sunnahs. We'll get free reward from them in the best of days. Together with understanding the importance of giving the best for sacrifice, giving the best of reward, giving the best of charity, giving the best in everything, we also learn the manner in which we get this sacrifice and qurbani accepted is not by we gave the best or we spent $2,000 on this cow. It's with the taqwa. That is how it is accepted in the divine court of Allah Ta'ala. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. الله أكبر 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 ولله الحمد. الحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم لك الحمد على نعمة الإسلام والإيمان، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. ليس السعيد من تزين وتجمل للعيد فلبس الجديد، وليس السعيد من خدمته الدنيا وأعطته ما يريد، ولكن السعيد من فاز بتقوى الله ورضوانه. فقد قال الله تعالى في كتابه المجيد: لن ينال الله لحومها ولا دماؤها ولكن يناله التقوى منكم. It is neither their meat nor their blood that reaches Allah Ta'ala, rather it's the taqwa that's embedded in your hearts. It's from the Quran. Who are we showing? We are not slaughtering only so we can feast on this meat afterwards. However, the slaughtering is a proof of complete obedience to Allah's will and command. And as Muslims, we submit. Islam means to submit, obedience. We do not follow and go about following our own desires. Just as Ibrahim alayhi salam, remembering, he had two options. He could have either followed his desires, not put his son under the knife, stay out of it. He yearned for this son. Why would he do such a thing? Or he submitted. Aslama wa tallahu lil jabin. He submitted and listened to Allah no matter what. Ibrahim alayhi salam was told to sacrifice his own son. Not told, he was ordained to, he was obligated to sacrifice his own son. And we're being told to sacrifice an animal, we're being told to fight our desires. It's a couple $100. That's what we're being told to. Today, the same way we place the knife on the neck of the animal, that is the same way we must place the same knife on our hearts to slaughter the beasts of rebellion, hatred, jealousy, pride, and greed inside of us. On that note, it will also be important to remember, while adorning on ourselves on the day of Eid, it is of utmost importance to ensure that we stay within the boundaries of Sharia and dress modestly as well. For the brothers, lowering their gaze is essential, it's fard, we know this. And for the sisters as well, they should ensure that the proper hijab is done. And for all of us, we should also ensure that intermingling with non-mahrams is not being performed, is not being done, especially on such a blessed day. We shouldn't say, oh, it's once a year, we can mix with all these women or men. It's not right. It's not right at all. And this is the blessed day of the entire year. Remember this. So, today is the day of Eid. My brothers and sisters, have fun within the limits of Islam and Sharia. Eid Mubarak. تقبل الله منا ومنكم. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Saturday. Amal. 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 Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, we were just selling, man. We thought we were good.